Ba, 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 ba. Hello. Just waiting for confirmation that I'm live and that my ugly mush is on the screen in front of Leona Banana. I am live, she says. All good. Hello and good evening to Temple Boy Turners. No, Turners? No, there's only one. Temple Boy Turnings. And you're very welcome to the Forking Banana Studio, which I cleaned up today. Yay! And I've got power again. Yay! And an upgraded big thick cable rather than just an extension lead. Yay! Yes, so you're all very welcome. I even sharpened a couple of tools today. I was quite relaxed because I wasn't at work. So yes, I hope you're all well. I'm going to say hello to everybody now. Leona has a list. Are we just going to go from Doug Polbarn? Because I think I typed hello to everybody from the beginning up to Doug, I think. So hello to everybody that I already typed hello. Hi, Ruben Banana, Jeff Banana. Richard Banana, David Banana Split, Banana Split, Banana. Hi, Dutch Banana. Hi, Stace. Hi, Nick. Hi, Becky, Christine, and Michael. Joseph, Mike, and Doug. Robert, Maggie, and Tommy. Wayne, Herb, and Steve. Steve, Combs, and Ian. And Billy. Hi, Billy, who just snuck in there, you cheeky monkey. And Blair, you snuck in too, you cheeky monkey. You cheeky monkeys are after the bananas, aren't you? How are you anyway? You're all very welcome. And this evening, we are going to make this guy. He is called Mr. Chips, and he's from a popular TV quiz show over here called Catchphrase. Catchphrase has been around since the early 80s, I think. It used to be an Irish guy. Who was the Irish guy that used to do Catchphrase? I can't remember his name, but it used to be an Irish guy. Roy Walker. He was also a comedian, a very kind of dry comedian. Was never really a comedian. I didn't find him funny, but he was okay on this show. And that is the mascot, pretty much like Dusty Bin that I made for Robbie, not for Leona. Pretty much the same. We're going to kind of do the same kind of thing. We're going to make a box out of this guy. It's not all going to be done tonight. There's a lot of work involved in these, so it's going to be probably done over 2 lives, hopefully. He is bright yellow with a blue scarf, but this one is being made for Leona. Leona has claimed this one before it's even started. So it will be up to Leona whether it gets coloured as we move on through, depending on grain of wood and yada, yada, yada. But it is going to be a big old box again. His lid will come off. I've got to try and decide where he will open. Probably it's going to be difficult because you can see his face there is all the top half, so he might open just above the scarf level, so he might kind of split in half. We might do it that way. We'll see as we're going along. So yes, I know, I'm just showing them Mr. Chips, wasn't I showing them Mr. Chips? Hi, Colin, Ryan, and Rubber Banana. How are you? I'm just going to have a slurp of coffee. Excuse me. No, he won't have. Well, what? That's up to Leona. We could maybe make a little tiny can of of cider, maybe Bulmers. Right, let's do this just quickly, just while I move this overhead camera to where it needs to be, and then I shall show you what we have in the lathe. Actually, it might be better with this camera here. This is just a piece of beech. I rounded it off. It was a really odd shaped piece of wood and it was jumping and bumping everywhere. So I've just rounded it off to as big a round as I can get it. There's still a tiny little flat spot there, but we have got a split just here round the end. So we're going to cut that end off anyway. Obviously, we're not going to be using this whole blank. So let me move that lamp round there. You might see it. Might be nicer. But there is some nice grain in this. Like I say, it is a piece of very dry beech. And we're going to go with this and see how we get on. I'm generally going to go from the picture I showed you, and we're just going to wing it as we go along. The main body doesn't actually have that much involved. We're going to leave the walls quite thick because, again, I'm going to be carving the face into the side of it to give it some 3D kind of look to it. But what we might do tonight is we'll just work on the main body and maybe the feet or something, the feet and the legs or something like that. But for now, I'm just going to clean this up a little bit more, get it down to the size that I want, because I actually have another piece of wood here that I already have a mortise drilled into. This was actually the bottom half of a bowl I think I was doing the other day, but it's just about the same diameter. So I want to turn Mr. Chips down smaller than this, because this will eventually be Mr. Chips' scarf. So I'll be turning this into a ring and then carving the scarf, and then it will drop down over Mr. Chips and kind of slot on. So the scarf will be a slightly different color to his body. But that's later on down the line. For now, for new, we're going to just tidy it up ski. How's that? We'll go with that one for now. Hi, Mary, Chris, and Jennifer. You are very, very welcome to Temple Boy Turn-ins. I am Steve. For anyone that is new to the channel, you are all very welcome. If you like what you see, please hit the thumbs up and maybe become a subscriber to follow any more lives and videos that I put up. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this crack. I'm going to tidy up the ends, and as I always do, I always put when I have a piece this long, I always put a tenon on both ends so that we don't waste any wood. And again, I can use that later on. So let's just do that for now, shall we? Excuse me while I lean over here and grab my parting tool. Whoosh. We can get some good speed up on this because, like I said, I've already got it kind of round. And for now, I'm just cleaning up the ends. Don't hit the live center, Steve. I just want to make sure that I'm getting rid of that crack. I don't want any of that crack that was there earlier on this, because it will just break off. Nope, I've got rid of it. That's good. So I can get my calipers that I have set already. shame Robbo's not here. I'm using a diamond parting tool. Robbo loves diamond parting tools. Who asked that? Sorry, Leona? Robert, we can use the big skew if you want. We can use Big Bertha if you want. No problem. The 1 1/4 skew. Hi, Steve P. Yeah. Hi, Sarah Banana. So what's everybody been up to this weekend and this week? I had a busy weekend. I had an exciting busy weekend this weekend because the creator van was back on the road. Yahoo! I did a 11th birthday party for a little girl. I can only have 5 in the van, but parents are actually working to the rules with parties, and it was a nice little group, and the girls really enjoyed it. So it was good to have the van back. That end right up. 10 spot. We had some lovely weather the last 2 days. Okay. Thanks, Becky. Yeah, they did. They had a really good time. They each made a little. They each made a little jewelry box, a little polystyrene jewelry box, and they put a mirror inside it, and then they put jewels and crystals and sparkles and all that kind of stuff. They really enjoyed that, and they all did pictures. And then one little girl, she made a little very ingenious idea where she took a little. I have little plastic shot glasses that you get from the Euro shop, and she painted one of those green, and then she filled it with glue and glitter and all kinds of stuff, and then she put a display of paper roses into it, and it was lovely. She made like a little flower pot with roses in it. Great imagination. I love seeing what the kids come up with. Okay. Right, I'm going to take that out, but let me change the camera to the overhead because I'm going to be going across this one. I want to just check that my live and drive are lining up, because it's got that feeling that my headstock might be yeah. Yes, they are out. Always worth a check. Just had that feeling. There we go. She's about right there. Hi, Linda. Thank you very much for joining. So let's see how this spins now. And I shall clean up. It's just where I found that out now, because that could have been a bit of a pain in the boot arm later on. Let's see how that spins now. See that, just slightly out. Amazing, that little bit, and it can do that. Right, let's re-round that off. I have to return the one at the tail stop, Becky, yes. But to be honest with you, I'm not sure I really need it. Now I'm thinking about it. And I've got to take this whole thing, excuse me. I just swallowed a chunk of beach. That's better. Coffee always washes the beach down lovely. Yes, I'm just trying to fix it now, yeah. The lathe is vibrating. I think because the lathe is vibrating, the camera is... Let me change it to this one again, so it's not annoying your heads. As you can see, it's very dry. All right, let's decide on how big we're going to go with Mr. Chips. I'm just going to pop him on camera so I can look at him. I'll leave that down there. Oh, I was looking for a ruler in that shelf and it's over here. All right, I think, to be honest with you, I'm going to go with him being around about 150 tall. 150 is, how many inches is that? That's 6 inches. And I'll put my pencil somewhere. I have to use this blue one. That was a bad guesstimate then, wasn't it? A good guesstimate, I mean. All right, so that's how big he's going to be. That's how tall Mr. Chips is going to be. So we can cut off this wibbly wobbly bit. Not really worried about that. And we'll go with that. Okie dokie. As in turn him. Turn Roy Castle. Wasn't Roy Castle Record Breakers? Record Breakers. Record Breakers. If you want to do it. Record Breakers watching you. If you want to be a record breaker, yeah. sorry. Oh, I was having a wee chat to myself there, folks. Sorry, we sing along, and you haven't missed much. I've just chopped this down to where I want him. I kind of knew it was going to be one of those lives because everything went so well on the lead up to it. Like, I had batteries charged and I had cameras set, and it was just like, it was very strange how everything went right. Okay, let's cut that off. Just like that. And yeah, put it on the chuck. Any questions, folks? Did anybody say what they've been doing over the weekend? You broke and fixed your compressor, didn't you? Or did you? Oh, you didn't fix it yet. No, don't give up on it. Everyone tell Leona not to give up on her compressor. Okay, that told me. Leona put her extractor outside and she wired it all herself, and she's getting very technical, I tell you. She's very clever. Very cleverer. Let's go. Tighten that. Oh, another tropical storm coming in, Becky, is there? That sucks. Oh, I just knocked you. Sorry, folks. I didn't mean to knock you on the head. There we go. So, Mr. Chip's body is in the chuck. And I'm going to just bring up my tailstock. I'm just going to see, have I got my other drive center that hasn't got the pippity pip in the entity end. No, I don't. So that's right. We'll just go with that, and then we'll turn the little pippity pip off, just for a bit of support for now. And we're going to shape and bring Mr. Chips down to size. So what I want to do is I want to get the size of the piece of wood that I have for his scarf. And as long as I'm a little bit smaller than that, I'm good. Probably want to go, right, so his scarf is 107 at the moment. Right, so I'm going to turn Mr. Chips down to 90 because he's about 95 at the moment. I'm going to turn him down to 90 wide, and then that will be good for when we do his scarf. Yes, fire ahead. If I could have one skew, which one and why? Okay, I can't answer that honestly yet. And I'll tell you for why. I've only ever worked with one kind of skew, as in these skews that are, let me change to Let me change to the side camera. These skews that are cut at a 45 angle, and then I have a 60, I believe, 60-degree bevel on both of them, on both sides. That's the only skews I've ever worked with. I have always wanted to get myself a rounded off skew, and I also want to try the razor skews, which are like the razor tool. I want to try a few of those. So I can't honestly answer until I've tried others, but I do get on with these skews, and I love these skews. These are my vintage skews. I think these are from the 1940s or 50s, these tools, and they're tanged. They're tang tools, so you have to be careful with them. But yeah, I do love these skews. We're gonna use the skew on this and try and get as clean a cut on the outside as possible. I don't Dutch. I'm still waiting for the supplier to get them out to me. They Crown Tools have never been so busy, which is a good thing for them, but it's a bad thing for me because I'm waiting on a delivery. I have an order put in, but I'm just waiting for it to come. They are just trying to fill back orders at the moment, but hopefully soon. That's a bit jumpy at the moment because the wood still isn't quite round. There we go, that's getting better. I'm just going nice and slow just to try and get as nice a cut as possible. That's really nice. Got a little tiny bit of tear out there still where I used the roughing gouge, but other than that it's quite a nice cut. Let me see how we're doing for size. Yeah, I think I've ordered the. Anyway, what I can do, Rubber Dub, is I can get in touch with you and I can add it to the order anyway. Because they haven't sent it out yet, I can add what you want to the order. So it's not a. If I haven't ordered it already, I can order you one. And for anybody else as well, you can pre-order, and I'll get them in. Okay, we've just got a little bit more. So with the skew, you want the point, with these 45-degree cut skews, you want the point at 90 degrees to the bed. So the point is pointing straight out, and you want to get your bevel rubbing, and then you're using the lower third of the blade, or I do. And you just twist the blade till it starts cutting. And I have my handle anchored to my hip because they're a short handle on these. And I move my body. I'm not arcing my arms. So you just get the bevel rubbing, give it a little twist anti-clockwise, and away you go. There's never any rush, especially when it's hobby turning. And again, this way, I have it anchored into my hip. This is a little more awkward for me because I'm right-handed. There we go. And I do one pass from here. The center of the lathe from the floor, I have worked it that it is my elbow height. That's why they recommend. Any manufacturers of lathes and any professionals would recommend that when you are setting your lathe up is to have the spindle height to roughly your elbow height when you kind of have your elbow down straight like this, that it's at elbow height, and that is supposed to be the most comfortable way to turn. But obviously some people have different joint and muscle issues, so you set it to how it is comfortable for you. The only thing I will say is don't have it too high, because that really does. I used to have my first lathe up on a bench that was quite high, and that really does give you muscle fatigue in your shoulders and upper body, because it's almost like you're turning uphill all the time. Now that's pretty good. I think I'm pretty much at where I need. Yeah, so I've got just like a little tool mark. Let me show you from the side. I'll show you what I mean. Don't know if you can just see a little wave of a tool mark in the center there. Other than that, it's pretty clean. So I'm just going to do one more pass from the center that way and from the center that way, and then we're going to call that the right size. Who? Rob Woodsley. Yeah, he's good at doing things like that. Just gonna see if I. Yes, yes. Who was that said that? Dutch. Hi, Lewis, Jen, and Doug. You're very welcome. We are working on a character from a British game show called Catchphrase, and the character is called Mr. Chips, and it is for the lovely ear banana Leona. It's a thank you gift for being such a brilliant ear banana. Right, we're good. There we go. That is pretty much how I want to be. Like I said, the front part of this is going to be carved anyway, so I'm not super worried about it being fantastically smooth at the moment. I'll rub a bit of sandpaper over it. I've got a little tiny bump there. I've just noticed. I want to get rid of that. Not happy with that. I'm going to get rid of that. You see, because I'm making it for a wood turner, and she'll pick up on all the little faults. Very fussy is Leona, you know. Mm-hmm. That 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 was Dutch that was asking that, was it? Dutch, I'll if you PM me what you're thinking, and we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do on postage, obviously depending on what you're ordering, and we'll see if we can work something out. Okay, yeah, private message me, Dutch, and we'll see what we can work out. Okay, so right, Mr. Chips. Oh, I have an order from Taylor's on its way too, folks. So any pens I'm out of, any pen kits that I am out of stock on at the moment. Nope, you're not coming in, Spider. You can stay out there. Any pen kits that are out of stock at the moment will be in the next few days. Right. So now I've just got to round off his head, and that's his body basically. Then we've got to decide where we're going to chop his head off. Yes, we are still on Mr. Chips, and I keep doing that, don't I? Oh, Leona's a camera woman now. That wasn't very nice. Do you want Mr. Chips or not? Oh, she's feisty tonight, folks. Right, bringing my tool rest down, and I'm gonna. Oh yeah, like you need an excuse. And I'm gonna round off his head. Let's start by taking off the corner. And it's just literally keep taking off the corner until we get all the way round to the center. Now, Jen. It's true, but now. Thank you. Is the camera fading in and out again, is it? All right, I don't know what's going on. Do you know what it is? Because the grain in the wood, I'm seeing it here now, because of the grain in the wood, it's making the camera focus in and out on the wood. Looks as if it's flashing, if that makes sense. Hi, Chappie. It looks like Mr. Chips now. He's got a round head. Just got to Look at that bumpy bump. It also looks like something else, but we won't go there. There we go. I like that curve. Tidy him up here. Yes. Okay, so we will remove the tailstock. Oh, no, that's the wrong way. I really must make a handle for this tailstock. It's only been like 5 years saying that. And what are we removing now, folks? Leona got it. How many more people are going to tell me what we're removing now? And no, it's not the nipple. Okay. Oh wow, that sounds like the TARDIS. Sound this gouge is making. Sorry. You think I watched it? I don't. I just know the music. Lovely. Got a little bit of tear out there, but there's nothing that a bit of sandpaper won't fix, and a bit of sanding sealer. But that's Mr. Chip's shape, I think. Leona's just a little bit excited about her Mr. Chips. It's a nice piece of wood. Some nice grain in it. The only bit I don't like is this dirty, stainy bit at the bottom. Right. We're going to do a quick sandy sand. Nothing major, just a quick sandy sand. And then we're going to decide on where... Uh-oh, have I? Is that for you, or is that... Yeah, I've got full coverage here. So let the folk... Oh, it's you. Jolly good. Well, no, not jolly good, but jolly good it's not me. You know what I mean. Right, because this is quite dusty wood, I'm going to have the hoover on while I'm sanding this, folks, if you don't mind. Night, Rubber Banana, thank you. Perfect, thank you very much, Rubber. I'll message you back and I'll get some information. Thank you. Is that hoover loud? I'm just really doing this to see how the losing my words, tear out reacts to the sandpaper. See, does it sand down well, or do I need to take a wee wispy wisp off of it once I put some sanding sealer in? Oh no, that's going to sand fine. It's fine. Who said that they have to be painted? Oh, have you decided? Yeah, I was thinking myself. So yes, I think painting it will be much better anyway. Make it more authentic. Congratulations, Mike. I hope you enjoy your retirement. I'm kind of semi-retired at the moment as well, not through choice, but I am. Hopefully things will pick up for me. Actually, that has sanded really nicely now. What the heck is wrong with my computer? Darn it anyway, Leona said. Like I say, I'm not going to totally finish this because we've got some carving. I am literally only sanding it to 100 for now, and we'll work on where we're going to part our lid. Right, I'm just going to go back to Mr. Chips for a second there, folks. And I need to find my pencil. Found it. All right, I think what I'll do is I'll do a quick sketch of where everything's going to be. So, all right. I'm going to put it on that, and then I'm going to bring Mr. Chips up so that I can see him on the screen, folks. So I'm not annoying all of you by I need to see Mr. Chips, Doug. Okay, where should I put his face? I think, oh, it doesn't matter because it's going to be painted. Right, so his eyes, let me get my center mark for proportion. Okay, his eyes are just around about here. Maybe if I put it on the top camera, it'll be better, will it? So you can see what I'm drawing. And I'll zoom in a little bit. Go. So his eyes are quite close together. Now you can, if you're, if you're going to do kind of characters like this yourself, folks, you can print out all the features. You can Google them and then edit them, and then you can cut the sections out and hold them onto your piece, and you can use some carbon paper and now I'm not putting details in this, I'm just working out the proportions of where everything is going to be. Yeah, so you can use carbon paper and you can do it that way if you can't draw freehand. I always find, sorry, yeah, go ahead. Hi Annie, thank you very much for popping in. I know Annie's at work at this time of the day, so she finds it hard to get away, but thank you very much Annie, appreciate you popping in. And then his mouth is here. Yeah, so I always draw a center line so that I can work out my proportions either side. So it makes it easier to put everything into proportion when you're drawing. And you'll find a lot of people that draw do that. That's the same as when you see an artist doing this whole thing. They put where their thumbs meet is the center line, and they're working out the proportions of a face. So they'll hold the fingers up like that to the face, and the center line is where the thumbs meet, and then they work out the proportions from their fingers of a face, the distance. That's why they do that. If anybody's ever wondered, probably not, but I thought I'd tell you anyway. It's tough. Right, his mouth is. Thanks, Dutch. Oh, feeling the love. Yeah, it's probably a piss artist or something like that he's thinking. But so that is kind of what he looks like. Now, obviously, that's not what his face looks like, but that is the features of him. And then he has his scarf that kind of comes down here like this, follows his mouth kind of, and comes around here. I'm not going to go all the way around, but I just want to get, the reason I'm doing this is so that I can work out where we're going to break the lid. I'm thinking we might literally just cut a disc out the top and do an insert lid. We might do it that way. And then his scarf comes. What was that little snigger for? Who? Hi, Zed. I take it by the giggle. It does look like a minion like that, yes. He is basically a minion, isn't he? He's just a happier minion rather than a squidgy face minion. But that is kind of what he's going to look like. And then obviously his eye kind of comes like this. And then the other eye is like this. And then the nose will be sticking out, the mouth will be carved in, the eyes will be embedded in slightly, and then the eyeballs will be protruding. So we've got all that carving to do. And then the scarf, as I said, will be a different piece of wood that we kind of slide onto the bottom. But that's kind of how he is. So I think what we're going to do is we might end up just literally cutting the lid off just above his eyes here, I think. I think that's the best, using a thin parting tool. And then we'll reshape it back in. Once we pop it back in, we'll reshape it all, and then we'll go from there. He will look like he had a lobotomy to start with, but we'll fix him. We will fix him. We will fix him. We will make him shiny and new. 10 points to the people that know what. Leona's already answered it, but you're part of the team. You're not allowed to guess. Part him off under his nose. But do you know what we could do? I've just had an idea. Do you know the mushroom I did? Where the bottom inserted. What we could do is we could make a jam chuck that I pushed this end into. We could flip him and we can hollow him all the way out on the inside. Leave the wall slightly thick because obviously we've got to do a bit of carving. Hollow the whole thing inside on the inside out, and then we could turn an insert box that the legs are attached to. So his whole body slides off of the box. That way you've got the whole depth of this is the box, and this is just a shell that goes over the top. I kind of like that idea. Yes, Bagpuss is right. Yeah, let's do that then. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. So now I've got to find a piece of wood that's big enough to use for a jam chuck. This might be big enough. We are 90. Nope, that's not big enough. Diddly die, diddly die, die, diddly die. I wonder, is that already big enough? Chance would be a fine thing. I've got a crappy bit of wood somewhere that I can use. What's this? No, that's scary dangerous. That will kill me. No, that's another dead piece of wood. I'm sorry, that's really the wrong words to say to me. If it's too much trouble, just leave it. I like a challenge, I do. I wonder, can I use this? Yes, Jeff. For today, is it, Billy? Is it a premiere for today? You do it for whenever you want, Billy. People can go over. I'm pretty sure it's probably not that long. People can always leave and come back. You know, we don't own the tubes. Let's see if I can use this. It's going to be a bit dodgy though. I want to see how well this spins first, because it's been sitting. That's all right. It's all right, but Billy, you set it to however the dang well you want it. So I reckon stick that like that, wrap a bit of tape around it, put it in there, put a hot glue bead in it. That should do the trick. Leona says, don't do it, Steve, don't do it. Do you know what I've got to do? I know what I've got to do. I've got to just take the inside of that to take the little bump of his head. That's what I've got to do. Or, no, that was a stupid idea. What camera am I on? Cool, Zed. I'll try and be there. I haven't got much to play with here, so just kind of making it so that the bumpy bump of his head sits into the hollow a little bit. Sorry, I can't hear you at the moment. Okay, can you say that again? Sorry, I know I couldn't hear you before. Oh, well, you blooming well think that my best mate would know when I'm live. Silly bugger. Look at that. That sits in there perfect. Oh, ye of little faith. I've got an idea. It's an old plumbing trick. I used to be a plumber, yeah, you know, folks. Yeah, PTFE tape, yeah. This might work, it might not. We'll see. No, it won't. It's too thick. See, this is where the forward prep would have worked. Do you know what? Let's just go with the hot glue. I'm gonna have to go and get me hot glue gun though. Bear with, folks. Sorry. I'll be back in 1 second. Yay! I hope the sound goes back on now. No, surely not. Surely they didn't hear me all the way out in the van. You might have heard me, but everyone else wouldn't have, would they? Did I say a rude word? Sorry. I do that, you know. I'm only human, flesh and blood, holy. Right, just plugging my glue gun in. Let that heat up and stuff. I'll make a cup of coffee while that's heating up, and I'll put it on this one, I think. Oh no, that's the upside down one. This one. Yay! So, speak to me, folks, while I'm just taking a hot glue warming up break, making myself a cup of coffee. Is there anything that you would like to see me turn over the next few weeks doing lives? If there's any kind of particular projects that you're interested in, or if there's any techniques, the way I do it, that you would like to see, or anything like that, then let me know, and I am more than willing to share. I am going to be doing a couple of pens soon. I'll probably do them live. They're more promotional things for the website, but I'll do them live and then edit them. Half 11, perfect. I'm just trying to pull this. Ah, there, I got it. I had a little bit of broken hot glue stuck in there, and it would have caused troubles. Oh, I've gone beep. Why'd I go beep? Are you still there? Was that my headset went beep? Can people still hear me? No. Watching Steve make coffee while his glue gun. I'm heating my glue gun up, Jen, because I didn't know I was going to be using it. I would have had it heating up if I knew that I was using it. If I knew it was coming, I'd have baked a cake. Baked a cake. Baked a cake. If I knew that it was coming, I'd have baked a cake. Right, that's almost there. It's getting nice and warm. So, was there any particular projects that people want, or do they just like watching me make a fool of myself? No one cares. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Dremel box. What, this piece of wood here? This is a piece that Mr. Wayne Bigfoot sent me. It's a piece of umbillo from Dowman, UK. It's really light. Really light. It looks like really dense, heavy wood, but it's really light compared to the other bits that I have up there. And I was going to use this for his feet. Oh my God, that's really hot. Oh, take my breath away. Ooh. Hot. Okay, let's change the camera. Oh, that really caught me out, that did. A nice penguin. Penguin. Okay, so Leona has a 25% on that this isn't going to hold. Is there any advances on bets here of whether this is going to hold or not? I can hear her desperately typing. Night, Steve. Thanks a million for popping in. What could I do, Leona? The bottom piece is the bit that I'm using as a jam chuck. No, it's just a scrap. That's a good idea. Yeah, I could put screws in it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to trust the glue. Leona doesn't trust me. Work all night in the hot sun. No, that doesn't make sense. Work all night in the hot sun. That's not the words at all. That's funny. How is this not going to work? I don't see how this isn't going to work, Leona. This is centralized. And now it's got a big bead of hot glue filling up a gap. The only issue I'm going to have is getting it back off again. But I can turn the block away if it comes to it. There we go. Wasn't it? Nah, be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be grand. I actually burnt my mouth with my coffee. Oh, cheese is the devil when you put it through a toasty. Oh, I've had some blisters off of that. Oh, it's when the cheese, it's the same as pizza, a really hot pizza, when the cheese breaks off and then falls down around round your lip, and you go and you're trying to, and it's stringing and still sticking to your face, and then you realize it's actually your face that's coming off, not the cheese. Hot glue in my coffee. Give it a little push while it's got a nice little skin on the outside. Get it right in there. Get it right in there. It's going to hold, Leona. It's going to hold. I could put some tape round as extra precaution. Would that be sensible? It's not going to hold. It's not going to hold. No, don't put tape round it. That'd be fine. Oh, make up your mind, woman, will you? Good Lord. Oh, you said it wouldn't make any beeping difference. Okay. That's nearly there. It's nearly nice. While I'm waiting for that to harden, shall I show you my cool deal that I got in Audi? I got these drills. Look at these. These are cool. They go from the smallest I have is, some measurements on them. Yeah, 22 mil, and goes all the way up to the bigger one here, which is 28 mil. So it kind of gradually goes up, but they're good because they fit into the Jacobs chuck. We'll try them out in a minute. Then we'll see. Hi, Rob. Yeah, we know. We were talking about you. We were saying what an arse you were for putting a premiere on during my live. That they were all saying, everyone. I was trying to protect you, but everyone in the chat was saying, "My God, what an ignorant man he is for doing that." Oh, how ignorant! And I said, "No, Rob wouldn't do that on purpose. He knows I'm live on Mondays." And they said, "No, no. Listen, Steve, he's no friend of yours if he's going to do stuff like that." Right. Wow. It's all good, Rob. Sorry I can be there. I'll watch it. I'll watch it never. No, I'll watch it later. I shall watch it later. Do you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this camera here, and then I'm going to turn the headstock. Yeah. Okay, so this will either hold or it won't, folks. It was nice knowing you, and I'll see you on the other side. Let me get my camera here so you can see the action shot when it flies off and proves Leona right yet again. Because we all know Leona's never wrong. Let's see how that looks. It's not bad. Who's looking for a Stephen? We are making this fella, or I am. You're watching. He is Mr. Chips, depending on from where you are from in the world. Rob will know Mr. Chips because he is originally from England. This is a guy that used to be in a show, and still is actually, in a show called Catchphrase, a quiz show over in the UK and Ireland. And it's Mr. Chips, and I'm making it for Leona, my ear banana. Right, let's... I was going to drill that out, but I think we'll just go with... hollowing. Cool. Just going to get rid of this nubbity knob to start with. And I'm doing my usual, using a skew so that I'm pushing towards the jam chuck and not putting any pressure to the side, hopefully. If you see me suddenly run, it's because I felt it loose. We're using a jam chuck on this, folks, so... Yeah, I could drill it, but I might just get rid of this nubbity nub first and then see how the rest turns. Yeah, Nick. It is going to be a box. Ooh. We are going to do a box, but it's going to be a reverse box, Nick. And I am going to drill it. Let me just put a dent in here just for the... because there's not enough room on the top where the face is going to be carved to actually put a lid without destroying the face. So we're going to make it so the actual body is a shell over the top of a box that the legs will be attached to. Kind of how I did the mushroom. Okay. I'm going to turn that back round and we'll try drilling out the center of that because it will just be easier. So we'll get that centered again. Let me change over to the side so that I'm not annoying you folks. No, I don't think so. Don't think it's moved. Move this camera out my way. I don't think so. Right, we'll start off with what size bit? Yeah, I think I will. Might be a bit aggressive, but hey, no guts, no glory, Becky. No guts, no Mr. Chips. Yeah, that's right, Leona. Leona's more worried about Mr. Chips than any other thing. You know, I could take a finger off and she'll go, oh no, is there blood on Mr. Chips? That'll never paint over with yellow. Shouldn't joke about things like that. Right. Let's hope it's just you with the Wheel of Doom. Bring the volume down a bit on this. Spinning too fast. Right, let's see how this drills, shall we? Might be a little bit aggressive. Nope. I'm not going to do that. I'm brave, but I'm not that brave. There's a line between brave and stupid. I need I had another bigger drill, like a slightly smaller drill bit somewhere. I'm trying to think where I put it. Where I put it. Is it in this? I've got Forstner bits, but I think they will be too aggressive too. It's just because we're working on a glue block, folks. We are pushing our luck. Do you know what? The line between Temple Boy and Zombie Woodturner. Zombie would go for it, would he? Is that what you're saying? Do you know what's happening is the actual box, not the box, but the chuck that I'm using is flexing, I think. It's not the glue at all. It's the back of this is so thin that it's flexing. So no guts, no glory. Let's go for it. I'm gonna do it old school. Never mind the drill. Leona says, just flatten it, it's fine. Don't hurt Mr. Chips. This is where Steve goes incredibly quiet. I'm not sure if Leona's calling her computer a piece of crap or me a piece of crap. So how are the bets looking for it flying off? Goodbye, Mr. Chip. I'll try and turn you up a bit, Leona, because Oh, full volume. Phyllo pastry is fun. I know this is slow, but it's slow and steady wins the race. I'm not going to rush this, because if I rush it, I'm going to have Leona crying in my ears. Sorry, I didn't hear that, Leona. Okay, Mike, thank you very much for dropping in. Good luck with your thickness planer. Sounds like a bit of a task. Must admit, I've got further than I thought I would. Derek, this is a 1/4 inch skew that I'm using. And the reason why I'm using the skew is because I'm pushing towards the headstock and I'm not putting any force on the side of it, which could break away the back of the jam chuck that I have here, because it's quite thin. It's like a bowl in theory that I have this in, that I have this glued in, and I could break the back of this off if I put any pressure on the side of this. because it wasn't really designed for what I'm using it for. And you can hear it starting to screech there. The reason why it's doing that is because I'm a good distance away from, I'm getting some chatter because I'm getting a distance away from the tool rest. So what I can do is I can put that one up. Oh, sorry. And I can go to my 1/2 inch skew and start using that one exactly the same way. And it has a little bit more strength to it. It will still screech a little bit, but not as bad as the 1/4 inch. And I'm literally just taking away about 1 mil at a time from the wall. I have a platform rest, and I will probably put it on in a second. But it can be a little bit tricky to get in there, so I'm just getting as far as I can get like this. I haven't actually used a platform rest since it got destroyed with when it was one of the victims of the flooding and it got rusty. Now, the further you get in, generally the more aggressive you can be because you're getting closer to the chuck. Yeah, I could try the drill bit, I suppose, with it in there. Why are you getting bored? Oh well. Yes, I could use the spindle gouge to take the core out. Again, the thing is with using the spindle gouge is it's cutting on the turn. So when you push the spindle gouge in through the center to take it out, you're still, it's hard to explain, it could still ride up on the wing of the tool and cause it to spiral and rip it out of the chuck, which it has done to me before in the past. So to be honest with you, I'm kind of going with what I know and what I'm comfortable with. But yes, you can use a small spindle gouge to drill with, basically, down the center. Yes, Becky. So that's the tool rest, and I'm holding the tool flat down on on the tool rest, and I'm pushing the very point into the center, and then I'm slowly coming out, widening the hole out, and then I'm going straight in. And so I'm basically just cutting. You can see where it's shiny on the very edge there. I'm just using that front edge to cut with. So basically you're cutting like a funnel shape the whole time until you get out to the edges, to the very walls, and then you're just cutting straight down. I'm sorry? I'm right on center, yes. I have my tool on center. Yes, Jappy. Little corner cam is a little bit off. Which one's that? Ah, yeah, that's this one. Thank you. Sorry about that. Who, sorry? Good night, Robert. Thank you very much. Not exactly how I was hoping this would go, but hey, it's live for you, and basically this is how I would overcome it even if I didn't have cameras on. This is exactly how I would overcome it. We adapt and overcome little issues when we're doing projects like this. Got wobblier looking. Let's clean this out and we'll see as it's still. Yeah, it's got a bit of a wobble to it. I think I'll carry on though. It's all I can do. The walls are okay though, to be honest with it. Not too bad. And we'll just shape the box to suit the inside. If we get that far. We're nearly there, to be honest with you. We're almost at the bottom of the dome, which is, I'm not going to hollow right out inside the dome. There's no need to do that. Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know much about Danish oil. I think it's the French polisher's oil of choice, isn't it, I think? Okie dokie. Let's see how far we've gone in there. So my coffee is perfect temperature now for clogging. Sorry it's taking so long, folks, but like I say, it's the only piece of wood really that I have that's this size, and I don't want to waste it. So yeah, we're a good bit in there now. I might try the hope in there now that we're closer to the back of the chuck. Let me just gulp my coffee. Have we still got people watching? Is it worth carrying on? Oh, good. Very good. All right, drop this wrist down a little bit, and we'll give this hope a try. If I'm not happy with it, I'm not going to go with it. The hope is an aggressive tool. So this is the Hope mini hollower that I'm using, and it has a cupped carbide cutter. It's not like a traditional carbide cutter that is flat. It's actually shaped like a cup, and depending on how you orientate the tool, it determines how aggressive it cuts. So I'm trying to keep it, I suppose the cutting angle, I'm keeping it around about 1 o'clock to try and get it to shear straight rather than really be an aggressive cut. And I'm literally just working on the core at the moment. If I went straight in there with the tool like that, it would just dig into it and it will just pull the spindle off and it will throw it against the back wall there. Don't ask me how I know that. Hey Leona, how deep a box do you want? How did I know you were going to say that? No, it's not that close actually. It's deceiving on camera. I'm going to get the platform rest in there now. If it because I've got the dent in the wall to prove it, Rob. Now this this tool rest is a disgrace to look at. It's an embarrassment to look at, but it was a victim of the floods, folks. So don't judge me for the rust. See what happened to it? It was lying in a bucket and it filled up with water. But it is what it is. Still does the job. You can get right in there with this. See you, Zed. Thank you very much for joining. Take care, bud. Now, we're going to go with the 1/4 inch again and see if we can get a little bit of This platform rest makes it a lot harder to see inside where you're going. You can tell. Sorry, Leona, I'm talking over you. You can tell by the sound of it that it's a lot more sturdier. Do you want to just repeat that, Leona? Sorry. No, it's not. It's not that. His head is right inside this. His head, from the edge of where the glue joint is, it's still got another 1.5 inches. So don't be panicking. Funny enough, I used to have a magnetic light, and Dopey Steve got it caught on the piece, and it ripped it to pieces. That compressor might kick in a minute, folks, and Leona will be jealous, but sorry, I couldn't resist that one. Ooh. Two things I'm watching: how far in I'm going with the point, so I'm not going to hit an edge with the point and cause a catch, and also where my finger is, where I'm guiding the tool. I'm watching my fingers don't hit the inner rim of the vessel. I'm sorry. Good night, Doug and Steve. Thank you very much for sticking this long. Very much appreciated. Now I'm just going to sharpen up my 1/2 inch skew. Yeah, compressor's probably going to kick in now, folks. Maybe not. Make me a liar. We're almost there with this. Because there is a knot inside there, Becky, that's what you're hearing. You're hearing the knot kind of, as I pass through it, it goes to softer wood again. So I'm this dark wood that's running, this dark grain that's running through here is actually a lot tougher wood than the rest of it. So when I cut into that vein, that's where you hear the sound. Very observant. I'm very impressed, Becky. Good night, Jeff and Chris, and hello to Andrew. Hello, how are you? Thanks for joining. We're just having a, oh, sorry for my head in the camera. We're just having a bit of a nightmare hollowing this from bad planning, but we're getting there. Right, let's check that wall. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Just got to clean it up a little bit down there, but we're pretty good. Okay, that's no problem. I shall finish up before Billy's premiere, no problem. No problem. What I might do, because I'm not working until Thursday, is I might do another live tomorrow evening and carry on with it. It's just what I might do. If anybody is interested in me doing that. Who's that, Jay? If it's Jay, block him. Good night, Mr. Bear. Thank you very much for joining. So I'm just using the Hope now just to tidy up the bottom. And then I'll come up the side wall just to match it all in. And that's as deep as we're going to go. Oh, see how that is. I couldn't hear you at all there if you were speaking, by the way. Sorry. Now, compressor will definitely come on now. Oh, maybe the compressor's broke. I'll get Leona to fix it for me. She's good at that. I'm sorry. Yeah. Right, I'm going to change cameras just because I need to put my head right across this camera. I'm going to move it out of the way. Need to get in and see what I'm doing with this couple of final cuts. That was the tenon braking on the jam truck. It's all right. He's fine. Yeah, he's fine. Just got to try and work out how I'm going to hold it now. I know. Hold on a minute, lads. I've got an idea. Yeah, I'm going to turn a mortise into it. Just to fit. Yep, you were right, Becky. You win. I thought I got a catch for a second because just the way it went bang. But I don't think I did. There's no mark on the inside of it anyway. I might have done, but I'm just hoping these jaws will open up big enough to hold. No, damn it, they're just too. Ah, that sucks. Well, that's pants. So near, yet so far. Oh, there is a little dink inside it actually, so maybe I did get right on that. Do you know what I was saying, Becky, about that line being a harder part? That's where the tool caught, just in there. Can you see that little dink? Ooh, a little dink there, right on that hard line. So it was cutting the soft, it hit the hard bit, and I got the catch, and that's what ripped the tenon off the back of the doodah. Who pooped? Yeah, it just gets to a point where you get past poopiness. Yeah, I think so. Oh, oh God, oh God, what's he at now? Steve, you're such an Amadon. Gotta take a risk to win the prize. Yeah, just look right in my eyes. Don't hold it with slippy rope, she says. Yeah, we're having great fun here, Rob. Was it Rob you said? Oh, Robbo. Yeah, Robbo. We're bodging. We're bodging and weaving. Nothing to see here, Robbo. Nothing to see here. Oh, I love that sound. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. No, there's not enough meat to put a tenon on it, Rob. There's, right, let me explain. See that? Oh, no, you can't. See that? That is the top of your, of said Mr. Chips. That's his head. Okay. This is an old lid thing that I think I was actually messing with Robbie. That's what this is. He was learning to hollow out and stuff, and it's just a scrap thing that was lying around, and it's very thin at the back. So if I turn this away, all that's going to happen is that bottom half is just going to come off. Comprende? So oh lordy lordy, Miss Claudie. Yeah, I've got to come up with a plan. I know what I'm going to do. Flip's sake. How long we got until Billy's premiere? 10 minutes. Right. Okay. What the hell kind of a doodah is that? What the Bilbo Baggins is that? Jesus. I've seen straighter eggs. I don't know what that is I've picked up, but it's certainly not a tenon. Ah, that's the other half of the bit that I cut off. And that wasn't a proper tenon on that at all, was it? Okay, yeah, all right. I'm going to give up for the night because I've just found the other bit I was looking for. That's what I'm doing, Robbo. That's exactly what I'm doing, Robbo. See, oh good lord, there's wonky, and then there's this. That's all right. I can round it off from there. That's a scrap piece of wood. Let's use that. Thanks, Indy. Really appreciate that. Thank you. And I will. We've got a Halloween thing coming on, I think. Right. All right. I'm not faffing with you anymore. I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to go with it. I don't give a do. Don't use that, Steve. For God's sake. Long, long time ago. Woohoo! Look, Rob, I'm using my favourite bowl gouge. Oh, the owner's very stressed in my ear. I think she thinks I'm going to kill myself or something. Sorry. Oh, it's Mr. Chips you're worried about. Yes? Well, why did you say so? Pardon? Sorry, I can't hear you. Excuse me. Yeah, in answer to your question, I'm using that wobbly piece of wood. Is that okay with you? Nah, should be grand. It's not like you're ever right or anything, is it? Hey! Diddly diddy. Hey! Diddly diddy. It's not so bad. Oh. Did it diddly diddy. Robbo, I'm allowed to cut uphill. I'm using my special bowl gouge. Good night to who? Night night, Robert. Thank you for watching this absolute nightmare unfold. Nearly there. Oh, it's jammed on there. It's jammed on the jam chuck. Go figure. 1 second. This lathe, there's a certain pitch sometimes that it messes with my hearing. Who said good morning? Excuse me. Woo! That one snuck up on me. Yeah, baby. That was a good one. Oh, you know what they say about sneezes? The next best thing to a cough. Yes, go over to Billy's premiere. Do. For God's sake, go and watch something decent. I need to slide a doodah in there to that's it. Lovely. Look at that. It's almost like it was made for the job. Don't you know, Leona? All right, you're watching Billy. Sorry to disturb you. Sure, I'll go and watch Billy as well. That's not bad, you know. Good one. Billy's a much more accomplished wood turner than me. Right. I'll put some more hot glue on this, just for fun. Just a couple of beads. One there. One there. And one there. That's okay. I'll wait till they come back and then say goodbye. Dee. He'll be grand. He'll be right. It's all right. Might not even get away with this, but it's worth a try. I like a challenge, me. See you, Robbo. Thanks for popping in. All right. See if this works, and if it does, we'll call it a night at that. If it doesn't, we'll call it a night at that. Hi, Lenny. We're thingy. We're trying to fix a mess up. Steve's done nothing but mess Mr. Chips up so far. It's no dusty bin, let's put it that way. But it's all right. It's the end goal that's important. Look at that. That's running pretty damn true. Let's tighten that up now. That's pretty good. All right. We're back in action, Leona. Where there's a will, there's a way. See if I can mess this up a bit more. Oh yeah. Much better. Cool. It's got a tiny little bit there and then we're good. Good stuff. Sorry, Leona, I can't hear you this second. Just bear with me. Now, what did you say, Leona? Sorry, that's really high pitched in me. Yeah, my head was in the way there for a second. I will put that back on in a second. I've just got to clean up the very bottom. Just want to see, is my wall pretty much the same all the way down? Just got to take a little bit more off the bottom, and then that's good. I'll be happy with that. So yes, I'll put my tailstock camera back in, and then I'll pull the headstock round so you can see what I'm doing. I actually thought I was on my own there for a while. Yep. Now, let's see, there you go. You should be able to see that now. And that one. Cool. Right, stick Big Bertha down there, and that should be good. So I'm trying to get the wall the same all the way down, because obviously we're going to be sliding a box down inside this. I want it as close as possible. So one more pass and then we'll be good. Oh no, I said it, one more pass. job. That's it. I'm happy with that. Very, very, very corner at the bottom. And then we can sand it. That got it. Thank the Lord potatoes for that. My goodness, that was a little bit more stressful than I wanted it to be. Anyway, that's ready for sanding, and that will do for the night. I doubt I've got many people watching anymore, so I will really. Well, do you know what? I'll sand this for like a couple of minutes, and then we'll call it quit. What's the time? Yeah, 10 to 12. We'll go to 12, and then we'll call it the night, will we? Is that okay with you? Okay, we'll do that. Okie dokie. We'll start with the one grit and work our way up. Oh, that's weird. Cramping me here. Cramping me. That is weird. Cramping me. Hoover on. I think it'll actually be cool when it's done, to be honest with you. It'll be different anyway. I like different. Sorry? That's because the proper extraction, I've actually got it in the van, where it's important. It does the job. Ba 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 ba. We'll go with this grit and then we'll call it a night. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This is the sound of the police. Getting cramp on my finger. Need a stick. Sorry, I didn't hear that. Yes, part 2 will be live. I'm thinking I'll probably just do it tomorrow, Mary. I'll start doing it tomorrow. I'm not doing anything else tomorrow night, and I can just jump on and carry on with it, to be honest with you. It'll probably be a bit earlier too. The world is my oyster. That's come up quite nice in there now. Pretty good. Good enough for a country job, considering the nightmare we had getting there. We've got there now. It's not the journey, it's the fact that we get there in the end. What time suits people? Hi, Becky. Missouri. Cool. Well, I mean, yes. So if we say 8 o'clock at our time, yeah, I'll go on at 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. So, and I'll carry on with it. And do you know what? If it's not finished tomorrow evening, I'll go on Wednesday evening, and we'll just continue on until it's finished. How's that? That's what we'll do. Why not? Right. So I'm happy now with that. We have got I don't know how deep it is. Let's see. Oh, God bless you. Oh, good Lord. Sneezes in my ear. That's a whole load of lurgies in my ear. I don't know where I put my ruler. It's okay, I've got another one here. Oh, that's all right. That's around about 80 mil deep. That's all right for a box. That's all right. That's good. So, yeah, that's sanded up to 120 at the moment. I'll leave it where it is at the moment. We'll sand it up to 240 and do a bit of Yorkshire grit on it tomorrow. And then we'll take it out of this glue chuck. And that is the body ready for carving. And what we'll do tomorrow then is we'll carry on. We'll do the feet, the legs, and we'll probably turn the internal box. And that way the whole bottom will be finished and ready for doing the carving. And then it's just doing the scarf and that. So I think it will look cool in the end, Leona. I know we've gone a long way around it, but it's different. And we like different. So let me put this here camera here on. Is it this one? No, it's this one. And flip this around here like this and go, hello. Have we still got people watching? 21 people. So, folks, sorry it was a bit of a disaster, but to be honest with you, I don't think it's a bad thing to see mistakes and see how we get around it. I got around it. I got the end goal, which is the main thing. Other people might do it differently. I should have thought about the fact that the way the carving is going to be on the main body, there wouldn't have been any room to cut the top off and had a decent kind of lid. So this is going to probably work out a lot better in the long run. It'll be a different kind of box. To be honest with you, it's probably going to sit up on Leona's cool shelf anyway and be more of an ornament. But still, it's a talking piece, and you can say, look, it's a box too, and she can have her stash of secret money for her vodka addiction in there. But we will get there. I'm going to come back on tomorrow evening. I'll jump on probably around about 8 o'clock tomorrow evening, and we'll continue on, and we'll do a bit more. We'll probably do a couple of hours tomorrow, and then I'll jump on again Wednesday evening, and then Thursday I'm back to work. But we should have it pretty much finished by Wednesday evening anyway. I can always do bits and pieces off camera and have it prepped for when I go live, and then we can finish it off. But tomorrow we'll concentrate on doing the internal box that slides in to his butt, and we'll concentrate on the bottom half. So we'll do his feet and we'll do his legs and the box, and we'll get that part done, and we should be able to go from there. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining. Thank you for the super chats, those of you that have given super chats. Thank you for your continued support, especially the Banana Bunch and the Banana Split, David. Thank you very much. And do you know what? I might even jump on sometime and do a banana bit as well. Maybe do the scarf for the bananas or something like that. But yes, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you again tomorrow evening. Is that everything, Leona? No questions or anything before I go? Brilliant. Right, thanks very much. Yes, thanks very much, Billy, for changing your times to suit me to continue. And I will definitely go and watch that back. I'll probably go and watch it while I'm having a cup of tea in just before I go to bed. So yes, thank you very much. I shall see you tomorrow evening. Until then, Lenny, did you just become a banana? Lenny Banana. I don't think we had a Lenny Banana. Maybe we had a Lenny Banana. But if you've just become a banana, Lenny, thank you very much. If not, I apologise. I should know that you're already a banana. But it's been a bit overwhelming, the bananas, to be honest with you. I'm very touched with the amount of bananas I have. Thank you very much. Yes, so that's it, folks. I'm going to go in and have a cup of tea and probably an old sandwich. And then I'm going to go to bed. And then I've got some stuff to do with the van tomorrow. And I've got a couple of bookings today, so I've got to put them into the book. I'm doing a couple of, I think I've got a birthday booking and a communion booking today, which is awesome. All right, guys, thank you very much. What are we? We are all missing a banana. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's all wood chips, but he's a wood turning banana. So we're all forking bananas. I've got a proper forking banana actually that I'll show you tomorrow that my friend Lorraine made for me. It's a bigger version of this, but there's a knitted fork in it. It's brilliant. All right, guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye. How do you get out of this thing? I've lost me. Oh, there it is. Bye.